My name is Claire Mulligan. I'm a senior business psychologist with Carter Corson. I'm here to talk about multi-generational workplaces, to help people to understand what the differences are between the generations in our workforce and also in our population, to help improve how they can create more age-diverse workforces. I think companies should care about their age-diverse workforce because it's a new challenge for them. They're dealing with much more diversity altogether, but in terms of age, we've got people living longer, working longer, wanting more from their careers. We know this young generation are more open to moving around, changing jobs, expecting more from their careers. So how do we think about working with the talent pool that's more demanding, to think, well, how can we recruit from all different ages? How can we retain all different ages? And so our retention, recruitment strategies should be agile enough to respond to all those different demands. A multi-generational workforce is really, as it sounds, it's the multi-generations that we have in our workforce, and why it's important is it's the first time in history we have 4 generations in our workforce. And with the speed of change and technologies, the difference between each generation is more profound. It's more, we're more aware of it. So it's about understanding how can we get each generation to understand each other and work together in a collaborative working environment. The challenges of an age-diverse workforce are in the diversity itself, that there's each generation will identify with their generation. So there are going to be differences between them, different value sets, different beliefs, different preferences for the way they work, different career expectations. So it's like handling any sort of change. We have to be aware of this is another potential barrier in our workplace. And as we deal with all the areas of diversity, it's about trying to remove barriers for people's career progression. So that's the biggest challenge. It's a new area of diversity for us to understand. And once we start to understand it, we can start building workplaces that are age-friendly and that all can thrive in. My top tips for recruiting and retaining age-diverse workforces is to understand what the differences are. You can't build good practices and process until you understand what the differences are and where the potential barriers are. And it's really about being responsive to that. It's about leaders allowing their style to be flexible enough to deal with the differences and to be open enough to listen to where the differences might be and to understand where those differences are coming from. So your retention strategy has to adapt to the different needs of each generation. Your recruitment has to keep evolving to meet the different needs. You can't recruit an age-diverse workforce if you recruit the same way. You're not going to get that diversity. So I think flexibility and awareness are the key tips to really start about thinking about age diversity.